Hey Fools, Matt Copenheffer here with the Ask a Fool series. We have a question today from a reader of our Facebook page. So Enigma Levi Jones writes, is Bank of America worth putting 30% of my paycheck into every month? Thanks for the question. So I'll tack this in a couple different ways. So the first way, I'm assuming you're talking about putting into stock, but let's just, for sake of argument, say, what if the question was, should you put 30% of your savings into your Bank of America bank account? And the answer to that would be, yes, of course, if you can afford to do it. You know, people should be recognizing how much they need to save for retirement, and to the extent that you can live on a lesser amount of money and you can save even more, that's a great thing to do. So now I'll move on to the stock. Should you put 30% of your paycheck into Bank of America stock every month? So let's split this up into two parts. First of all, should you put 30% of your paycheck every month onto any stock? You know, this is a bit of a philosophical question, an investment philosophy question, that is. Some diversification is very important. We don't want to get overconfident and put all of our money on any given one stock. However, there are many investment managers, many very successful investors who have become successful by concentrating their investment on their best ideas. So we look at a guy like Bruce Berkowitz, who has in fact put a lot of his fund on Bank of America, as well as some other banks and financials, including AIG and MBIA. Warren Buffett is another good example of that. Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio, although it's relatively diverse, there is some very large concentration at the top, with his biggest positions in Wells Fargo, Coca-Cola, IBM, and American Express. For individual investors, it's a little bit more difficult. If you feel comfortable that your best idea is that good, you know, you can put a good amount of your investment portfolio on it, but we do want to stay diverse, and we want to make sure that we are not falling into that overconfidence trap and putting too much risk onto one idea. Now let's move on to, if we're going to put a large part of our portfolio on any one stock, should it be Bank of America? I happen to be bullish on Bank of America myself. I keep a very diverse portfolio. It is one of the larger individual stock positions that I have. I think that there's a good chance that the economic recovery, the broader economic recovery in the U.S., the banking recovery in the U.S., as well as the cleaning up that's going on at Bank of America, will lead to good things on both a company level and a stock level over the next, say, 5 years or so. That said, it is not a slam dunk kind of proposition. There are major questions over the growth opportunity that Bank of America will see, and the legal issues that Bank of America has faced, in particular from its countrywide acquisition. There's still some big question marks there, and one in particular that we'll be looking at the end of this month, when Bank of America goes to court over one of its settlements. So there are a lot of big risks there. So unless you can sleep well with the work that you've done on Bank of America, 30% of your paycheck on that stock sounds a little bit steep to me. Again, this is Matt Copenheffer, and you can always read more on Fool.com.